Who is eligible for a super visa, and what documents are required for the super visa application? The super visa offers parents and grandparents the possibility of visiting Canada for up to 5 years on each entry to Canada. An applicant is eligible for a super visa if they meet the requirements for temporary residence in Canada as a visitor and provide all additional required documentation. To be eligible for a super visa, applicants must provide the following: proof of their relationship to the child or grandchild, who must be a Canadian citizen or permanent resident, such as a copy of the child's or grandchild's birth certificate, a copy of the child's or grandchild's baptismal certificate, another official document naming the applicant as the parent or grandparent, proof of an immigration medical examination and of being admissible to Canada on health grounds, proof of private medical insurance from a Canadian insurance company valid for a minimum period of 1 year from the date of entry. The private medical insurance must be purchased from a Canadian insurance company, be paid in full, quotes and payments in installments are not accepted, cover the applicant for healthcare, hospitalization, and repatriation, provide a minimum of $100,000 in emergency coverage, be valid for each entry to Canada and available for review by the Border Services Officer upon request. A letter of invitation written and signed by the host child or grandchild that includes the following: a promise of financial support for the length of the applicant's intended stay in Canada, a list of all members of the household in Canada, including the visiting parent S or grandparent S, a copy of the host child or grandchild's Canadian citizenship or permanent resident document, proof of financial support by the child or grandchild. This means that the child or grandchild who invites the applicant must prove that their household meets the low-income cutoff, or LICO. Please note the Canadian or permanent resident spouse or common law partner of the host child or grandchild may co-sign the invitation letter to meet the LICO minimum. The following documents are examples of what the child or grandchild, including the co-signer, can use as proof of financial support: Notice of Assessment, NOA, for the most recent tax year, T4 or T1 for the most recent tax year, pay stubs, employment insurance benefit statement including a letter from an accountant confirming the child's or grandchild's annual income if they are self-employed, and /or proof of other sources of income, for example, pension statement, investments, an original letter from the employer stating the job title, job description and salary, and finally bank statements.